Hello, 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 hello. Oh my goodness. That and that. Okay, here we go. Got me ducks in a row. Ducks in a row. All the little ducks in their little row. All little ducks in the little ducky row. You guys, can you guys even hear? How was my week? My week was good. Hold on. All right, let's see here. Hey, dear kitty, do you hear the tractor running or not? Yes? Okay, thank you, Social Introvert, because I don't. That's the crazy thing. In my ear, I don't hear it at all. That's awesome. Okay, well, cool. I hear the birds in my ear, but I don't hear the tractor. That's a thing. That's a thing. Okay, cool. What in the world? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? What's that? What is that? Is that a great demand? How would I even know if it was a great demand? I don't think I would. Huh. Oh well. Alright, cool. Yeah, I hear just turn up a tick. Okay. There we go. Alright. We'll see. We'll see what that done. I've put in a oh, I have a oh, the baling. That's what we were doing. Turn that off. Let's go. Let's go finish the baling, which we were going to do. That's really going to be annoying. I can't hear the tractor. Oh well, I will make do and live and learn and get loves. All right. What do I do? What do I do? All right. Unfold the baler. Butamas. Lower the pickup. Butamas. Turn on the baler. Butamas. Really? Huh. Weird. Oh well, whatever. I really honestly can't hear a blooming thing that's weird. Anyway. Alright. Let's go. We might have a little problem with the sheer amount of grass we're trying to ingest all at once here, but hey, whatever. Whatever. Train man, how's it going? How you doing? Everything is well for you? Wow, look at all those bales. Alright, we're gonna go over here, collect some stuff. Okay, and then we're gonna go back up the hill here. And see what we can do about look at how many bales. It's like bale, 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 bale. Why did I spend money on a new tractor? Well, because Rusher has the say in what we spend. I mean, not all the say, but he has some say. You'd hope the bales would ping off into space. Thanks. Oh my goodness. Alright. I find it very strange that I literally cannot hear the game. The tractor's in my ear. All I can hear is the birds, and every once in a while I hear like the baler doing something. I don't hear the tractor. I have a electric tractor in my ear. I did see a there's a YouTube show. Oh, what is its name? Fully Charged, and they went on to a farm in the UK where they were testing out electric tractors. That was pretty interesting. I mean, the concept of an electric tractor. I mean, it's not like it needs a huge range, but the nice thing about the electric engine, of course, is the pure amount of torque at zero, you know, 0 RPM basically. It would be a really, I mean, conceptually, would probably be amazing. Of course, you still got the charge problem, but I guess you don't really have much choice. I mean, the charge problem is a charge problem. All right, let's see if we can't get some more grass. This big mound here. I mean, we were smart to pile all the grass up, but at the same time, the Dukes is 14,000. Well, I mean, maybe. I kind of like the wonky donkey, though. I mean, obviously, this isn't the wonky donkey, but I do like the wonky donkey. It adds that little extra little bit of, you know, challenge to the, to playing this. Autonomous before electric? Yeah, I could see that too. And at least in a field, if it goes a little bit wonky, it doesn't really matter as much as, you know, autonomous cars crashing or autonomous trucks having incidents. You know. Turn. I haven't seen diesel over electric. Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm always surprised how long it takes technology to move. It's like immediate next bale, immediate next bale, immediate. We're leaving a little breadcrumbs. I like a John Deere electric tractor with a very long extension cord. Rusher, don't ever watch the VOD of my Pineapple Bay. I'm just saying. You will suffer with my financial decisions. I have been playing in Pineapple Bay a little bit. We now have a bank balance of a grand total of $285. We made a slight miscalculation. But I think I can pull it back from the brink. Electric can't produce as much power as diesel for large motors. Yeah, but what do you really need out of a tractor? You need torque, right? And electric motors give you that almost immediately. So I kind of think electric tractors make a lot of sense. We're now going to pile up the bales. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, I made the miscalculation in Pineapple Bay of leasing a couple pieces of equipment to accelerate some contract work. And yeah, things just went pear-shaped. And then the bills came due, and then I made a little bit of money on a contract, and then I realized I needed a repair trailer, so I had to go lease a repair trailer. So then that lease cost came due, and it just spiraled. But it's okay. We're gonna get out of it. We're totally gonna get out of it. I promise in real life I'm much more conservative with my money. There's not a lot more to go. We did a good job by piling all that up like that, because it made this much, much faster than it would have been any other way. There are bales everywhere. We really needed this field for our sheeps, to be honest. Whoop. Back her up. Because if we had this shield for the sheep, oh man, we'd be sitting high on the haw. Well, I guess not, because this isn't. Oh, we're gonna wrap these. That's right. This does. No, no, she does not. You can ask Doss. I'm one of those people. I spend $20 and I hem and haw about it. The buyer's remorse is real on anything like $20. Then I'm all like, we need to replace the carpet and the tile downstairs, and I'm like, oh, I got a quote, and it was $3,000 for them to install for the cost of the product and installation, and they would do it in one day, and they'd be done. And I was like, yeah, but we could save half of that amount if I did it myself. And I was like, how long is it going to take you? It's like, well, I mean, a month, 2 months. I'm kind of the mind I should just do it myself. Dare Katie, you can petition Rusher for that. See if he'll let us spend 14 grand on a new tractor. All right, we got this last little bit over here, and then I think we got everything. How full are we on grass? Not. Okay, so now we can turn that off, raise that, and fold her up. Oh wait, I gotta clear her out. Hold on, reversing, reversing, reversing. Okay, clear it out. Unload baler. Boop. Boop. Okay, full baler. There's some things for different skill sets. Well, it's just installing wood floor. I can do it. I've done it before. What? What's going on? Seriously, what's going on? Get out. Detach PTO. There. Okay, whatever reason. It wasn't. What's funny is, when I got out of the tractor, I could hear a little bit of the tractor running. Weird. Hey, Sugi. Hello. I mean, I helped my dad put in hardwood floor train man, so I'm like, I can put in the hardwood floor, but it's going to take me like a month, because I'm going to be a perfectionist about it, and I know that. Because, see, I'm not going to take off the baseboards. Excuse me, dude, I just ran over, but, you know, you're in my way. Thank you for following, Kenji Benji. Oh, come on, tractor. Why? Why, tractor? Why? Wow. All right, whatever. Go this way. What contract am I working on? Well, when we left the farm last week, we were working on a baling contract, so we are doing that. We have to go get a wrapper. I'll go this way. Go down here. Whee! That was fun. Donkey would have been up that in a second. Yep, pretty much. The donkey's got more down end torque. This is one of them fancy tractors. Squash. Fancy dancy tractors. There's more of a perfectionist with your housing contractors are. I mean, that's true. I mean, the thing is, I don't really care about the house because we're going to get rid of it. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but if I do it, if they do it, I know that they're going to go right up to the baseboard and leave that little bit of gap, and I'm going to have to seal it with caulk. Not a big deal. That's easy. I've got a nice caulking gun for that. But I'd be like, I could, if I did it, I slide it underneath there ever so gently and get it underneath the baseboards and yada yada yada. Das is like, seriously, it would be a month. It would be 2 months and you still wouldn't be done. Varta. Yeah, I don't think we have Varta in the States. I don't know. I don't know me trackers. I just drive them. That. Mounted a sign. So now I'm saving money by doing all the tear out myself, but I'm just like, I haven't signed the contract for them to come and do the floor because I'm just like, I don't, I can do it myself. So, yeah. That's the kind of person I am with my own money in real life. It's like, I could save 50 cents by doing this myself. It'll take me 7 days instead of the 30 seconds it would take somebody else to do it. But where am I going? This way? Yeah. Car, get off me. Wait, do I go this way? Yes, I go this way. Pick up the counterweight when I collect the bales? Why? It's much more fun to point your nose to the sky. Why does the AI guy wonky? I'm going to guess it's inside the code that it's doing a check on location to determine whether it's supposed to stop. And it keeps hitting up against its check limit. So that's what causes it to jump and stutter like that. Unfold the bale wrapper. Bale wrapper. No, that's not a wrapper. Okay. Do I turn it on? Reset, change, fold. I guess we just go. Is that what we do? Yep, that is what we do. Now comes the fun part. Looks like it's rubber banded because it's terrible. Yeah, the destruction is more fun anyway. I mean, that's true to a point, Case. I gotta fire up the compressor and get the, oh my gosh, I have to press a button to unload it? Really? Okay, this will be fun. To a point. That's why they provide the counterweight. Oh, well, yeah. What I don't enjoy about the destruction is I'm going to have to haul off all of the gubbins. We're going to be here for a while. Just saying, we got a few bales to wrap, guys. Just a few. But we're in it to win it. And make ourselves a little bit of moolah. I think this is a... I don't remember what this contract's worth is. We're going to find out here in a minute. Well, that's wrapping. So this is a $19,000 contract, guys. So my thinking here is, after this, we can look at spending about $15,000 and we have $4,000 up. Aha. It's fun if, yeah. Take them to one spot. Nah, that's too logical there, Suki. How long did it take you to dispose of the tile? Well, I haven't even done all the tile because my air compressor blew up. Not literally, but it blew out a chuck valve. So I had to stop all work while I sourced a new check valve for a 30-year-old air compressor. And then I did take one 50-gallon drum of tile to the dump. I mean, it only takes me like a half hour to go to the dump and back. Plus the $20 it cost me to get in the dump to get rid of it. That doesn't count. That doesn't count the 2 hours it takes to get the stupid container full of tile onto the back of the truck. What I think I'm going to do this time, because I'm smarter now, is I'm going to put the bins on the back of the truck to begin with, and then use my wheelbarrow to fill it up with the bits and bobs of tile, and then somehow get that on there. I really don't know how I'm going to do there. Now that I think about it, doesn't really improve the situation. See, if I still had a box bed on my truck, I'd just dump it into the box bed, but no. Have to have a flatbed. It's more logical for the other things I do. How does this work, by the way, guys? Hold on. How does this even get any power? I never hooked up any cables. I never hooked up cables. I never hooked up a PTO. It doesn't look like it has a battery on it. Will it run while I jump out? Yeah. I guess no, it does have a battery right there. But that can't work that long. Huh. Weird. Done right, you can get some free silage bales and get paid. That's what I'm hoping. Lazy devs. Yeah, I guess. It would be technically easier to just dump the tiles on top of the truck instead of trying to pick up heavy bits of tile. Yeah, but I have a flatbed, so I have to secure it while I go into the dump. And the only way I can secure it is by putting it inside a container. Manual attach mod is a little weird. It is a little weird, isn't it? I like the lazy devs, though, social introvert. I think that's true of a lot. I mean, my own developers are pretty lazy sometimes. They're like, really? I've got to do that? Yeah, you really do. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. It's not like I can tell them no. I can, but they don't listen to me half the time anyway. I feel like this uses an intense amount of wrap for a very small bale. Just saying. Steam, how's it going? How's it going? So, Case, if you use one of these, how does it actually work? Does it actually have like a PTO or a, I don't know, electrical cables that run off of it? Best still developers don't lift a finger, that's true. Questioning too much today. I mean, we're going to be wrapping a billion bales, Suki. We have to have something to talk about. We might as well talk about the bale wrapper. I mean, because the only other thing that we can possibly talk... I mean, Rusher doesn't have anything to talk about because we're going to be stuck doing a contract for, like, ever. So it's not like he can do anything to, you know, yell at us about spending money because we're stuck wrapping bales. It's probably the safest he feels that I've ever been. Yeah, I just gotta have something. Train Sim 2 all day. Goodness. Oh, that's right. You got it. That's right. Steam finally got Train Sim World 2. Didn't give you a round baler with wrap? I don't know. What was I gonna? There was something I was gonna say. This seems inefficient. Well, yeah, it does seem very inefficient. we could have used, if they had bothered to let us, we could have used in Bale Tech, I think somewhere back here, I want to say. Somewhere amongst all these mods that Brew has is a continuous wrapper. That would have been good. So many Brew mods, I know. I added in another mod, by the way. I added in the multi-contract mod so we could take a bunch of contracts all at once, which actually excited me because then I saw all these fertilizing contracts. So guess what we're going to do after this, guys? We're totally going to rent a tractor and a sprayer, and we're going to go and spray all these fields with fertilizer because then we make our monies. That is if we ever finish wrapping bales. From a real machine, you'd have the main hose running to the control box, which then more hose that run the... Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Is that hydraulics or electrical? Contracts never use mods. Yeah, I know. So why don't we talk about what I've been doing in Pineapple Bay while we're thinking about this. So in Pineapple Bay, I took every single grain harvesting contract that was available, which was, you know, a lot. And then I rented, because I was harvesting my own grain field with my harvester, and I was using my big truck to manage that. Oh, I got the sugar all harvested. Thank you, train man. I did eventually use the big dump truck, and that went much better. We have more sugar than our factory can handle, which is fine. Just takes a donkey's ear for the crazy thing to ever process. So I got all these contracts for grain, right? And then I went and rented the biggest harvester I could find with the cheapest possible price, which was a green machine. And then because I needed another dump truck in order to run that, I had to rent a second dump truck. That's running me $6,000 a day, something like that. And inline Anderson ones. Oh, I knew there were some inline ones somewhere. So that's costing me an absolute fortune. And then my harvester finished, which I've been driving the John Deere harvester, so I don't have to pay hired worker help. When my harvester finished, I decided, based on cost, it made no sense for me to have him go do something because the cost was ridiculous. So I'm just running the John Deere. Suki will be very happy. I did sell the stupid flatbed and the Ford pickup truck that I bought. I also sold that little runabout that we got. And I sold the other trailer that we got. And I think that's all I sold. I sold my header trailer. And that was all the fun. So I had a lot of money. Okay, I didn't have a lot of money. I had like $115,000. And I'd finished harvesting my wheat field, which gave me a whole bunch of wheat, a dump truck full of wheat, plus there was more I needed to go back and get. And I didn't want to sell the wheat right away because the wheat prices were kind of depressed. And more importantly, I realized if I got $25,000 or something like that, maybe it was more, I could get the flour mill started, and I'd need the wheat for that. So I spent 110 of my 115 grand to get a silo that would hold 100,000 liters, And then I immediately filled it up with wheat off of my field. So we have one full silo of wheat. That left me with about 5 grand, and that quickly started evaporating. Then I finished one contract, which got me a little bit of money, and I used that money to get to lease a service trailer because the header on my rented combine was absolutely trashed. I don't know how that happened. I totally didn't go four-wheeling with it. And now I'm paying out the nose for all of that. You did root contract. Yeah. I'm so my goal with Pineapple Bay is we're going to let's go up and get these guys. We're going to, or I'm going to, I'm gonna finish these grain contracts, right? Then I'm gonna return the header on the big monster harvester I got. I'm gonna get a big corn header and pick up the corn contracts so I can run the corn contracts, right? Then once I finish with the corn contracts and the soybean contracts or whatever else, not soybean, whatever else, then I'm going to go ahead and pick up the dreaded potato and sugar beet contracts because they've got good money. And then in the interim, I'm going to rent a big cultivator, right? Because I've got that Challenger tracked monster of a tractor. I'm going to rent a big cultivator and pick up all the cultivation and/or plow contracts and use my Challenger tractor and big rented equipment to get all those contracts taken care of. That's my plan for Pineapple Bay. So that's why I think, okay, yeah, right now it looks bad because we only have $285. But we haven't taken out a loan yet, so we have access to all the loans. And we're positioned well, I think. You missed the FS traffic? Really? At least it isn't Derail Valley, $81.82. Yeah, I know. But Derail Valley, we're doing well now. We've got a new plan. We've got a new goal in mind. The brand new goal in Derail Valley, guys, nuclear flask trailers. That's the goal. Nothing will go wrong. The reason I chose nuclear flask trailers, or wagons, or whatever you want to call them, is simple. Those things are like impossible to destroy. If you've ever seen the testing done on those things. Come on, get in there. Thank you. Nuclear items are usually empty though. Well, you know, we gotta take the. What I really want to do is I want to do a run where I have a train with level 1 hazmat, level 2 hazmat, and level 3 hazmat all in the same train. I think that would be really cool. This, you are right, Suki, this is intensely slow. But we're almost-ish there. And we just have to do the pickup part. Actually, we're not that far off, really. We got a lot of, like, little marshmallows all over the field. It's a field of marshmallows. But this is stupid. Yeah, it's, yeah. Dare plus nuclear. It goes great, Case. It goes great. My nuclear reactors in Minecraft were a thing of beauty and perfection. I did in in a test world. I actually built a nuclear facility that I tested if I could make it impossible for the nuclear reactor to do any damage. And I actually did pretty well. It did very little damage at all. Oh, it wasn't DOS or FAD. I know exactly who did it. The same person who lit their house on fire. Wheat I'm harvesting on no man's land will make some good whiskey. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's a good question. Can we do... I don't know how... What... Yeah, wouldn't you use barley? I get confused, by the way. Like, these two, I know that's wheat, I know that's barley, but the images just, I don't know. I don't know. If you haven't been playing Farm Sim long enough, what they really should do is give you pop-ups when you hover over them to tell you what they are, so that if you haven't been playing Farm Sim a lot, you wouldn't know. The mod takes wheat or barley. Really? It does? Let's check that out. Oh, you must use a different mod. Mine uses corn or barley. You just have white icons. Yeah. Yeah. The base game pictures are worse to decipher. So yeah, see, it's stuff like that. I think the company I work for, I mean, we do software, and we go through the same thing where people are like, well, this icon means that. And you're like, why did you think that made any sense? Oh, but it looks like, only to you does it look like that. Oh, no color in the silos. Yeah. Well, and this is just weird to in terms of, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the way they laid out this screen. And I feel it's working. I feel like they could have done a better job. Not that. I feel they could have done a better job with this, the way they laid this out. Game is fine for new players. I don't know. I'd debate that, but if Fozone was here, we could ask Fozone. But I don't think Fozone's here. Because Fozone is new to Farm Sim life. I mean, I know the icons and everything. It's very much console-esque. It's not a knock on consoles per se. Hey, we're almost done, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Then we'll have all the marshmallows wrapped. Oh, the FS 13 store, since you used to have a description, I can tell you how to use it. Yeah, you're right. Because my goodness, if these mods Brew had actually had some information, it'd be amazing. Like there's a mod I brought in here. This one, I really don't know how to make it work. It's you need fish. Where did the fish come from? But that's more of a question of that mod. You got lost in Brew's mods. Yeah, well, that's not necessarily a hard thing to do. Oh, come on now. Get in there. Get in there. So with Brewer's Mods, what I've done is I'm basically built myself a test game. Oh, that mod is a particular problem because it only tells you in German, and my German is not quite good enough to understand it fully. What I really need to do is make a test game in not in a super flat, because I got a super flat map to test in, and you kind of lose perspective on how big the mods are. And he lost in 600 gig mod files, not hard. Yeah, no kidding. All right, do we have all? We do indeed have all the silage. Well, this is being picked up and wrapped. I want to look. Anderson. Okay, so these are the multiple balers on one tube. Oh, okay. So these guys here. This one can do square, and that one can do round. And this one can, oh, this one can do round or square. Square? Right. Yeah, that would be amazing to have the continuous wrappers. So much better. All right, close this guy up. Okay. Now to the store again, exactly. I mean, at least I got the windrower and the mower over here in one go. Saved us a little bit of time. Ah! Fence. So cute when it gets all closed up. Let's see if we can make it up the hill without getting stuck like we got stuck last time. Whoa! Yay! Crop destruction is off! Woohoo! You seriously drive it like it's stolen, don't you? Yeah, pretty much. Isn't that like, you know... Hey! Woohoo! All right, that was a barrel roll. That was a car-based barrel roll right there. I give it a 5 out of 4. 5 chickadees out of 4 muskrats. Woo! Oh, man, I almost had it. Come on now. Oh, I almost had her on 2 wheels. Been so cool. Hey, look, the tractor's damaged. Don't know why. Back up, back up. Woo! There we go. All hooked up. Let's roll. Now we gotta go slower. Current in Buffer City. Woo! Oh, we're getting a little push. Little push. Fine, we'll go right through here. You gotta drive it like you stole it, Suki. There's no other way to drive it. It's written right in the contract. That's one less sign in the world. Don't like signs anyway. It's not your crop, then crop destruction doesn't work out. Well, you know, crop destruction is off anyway, so who cares? Whee! Hey, I almost held that on 2 wheels. It was oh. It was amazing. Oh. Get off me, car, person, thing. Oh. Right, hold on. We can do this. Tree, please go away. Nobody likes you. I'm going to cut you down if you don't stop. Right there. up there. There we go. Freedom. All right, let's unfold. Unfold? Hello? Oh, operating position. Whatever. Good thing you don't have a crash count. I don't know what you're talking about. It's all good in the hood. This thing takes so long. There we go. Come on. We don't have time for this silliness. Slam that up there, top speed. Go. That's not top speed. That's slow. Get down here. Thank you. We got things to do. Oh man's talking about hoods. Oi! Hush, you little whippersnapper. Alright. Now we gotta go at like speed of slow as molasses. Molasses. Come on there. Go. And wait. Go. Where am I taking this? Oh, over there. Okay. How those stations are fast. Yeah, pretty much. Guess what happens when you get old. Oi! Farmer Kurt. Who enjoyed Office Space, I might point out. For anybody who needs another reason to watch Office Space. Hoping there are only 2 trips. Yeah, me too, actually. We need to get back to the farm and see how the sheep are doing. Brats probably ate everything. Okay, let's go this way. We've learned our lesson. Don't go that way on the tree. Go around the tree. And cut back on the tree. Okay. The bale loader's already 26% damage. That won't my fault, I want to point out. That won't my fault. At the racing line. Yes. Rented it on YouTube for $4. Yeah. And it was worth the $4, right? Oh, I went the wrong way. I'll go this way now. Ah, we got stuck on a thing. That's all right. We fixed it. By just pulling harder. Yes. Yeah, it's a good... Office Space is just one of those movies. One of those good ones. Alright, let's get down here. Now we know where we need to go to deliver the bales. The bales. Where did the bales go? Where do the bales go? Oh, I guess right there. Hello, I'm here to deliver your bales. Turn around. It's not helping. Tractor, you need to turn better. Just saying. You need to turn better. Why? Why? I don't know. More brew fun. Yeah. Alright, I'm assuming this is where I sell. What do you think? I hope so. Unload bales here. Yeah! 40%. Well, could mean... That will mean 3 trips, but... Come on now. Fold up. There we go. Just like the sheeps. Yeah. We'll get this taken care of, then we're gonna chill back to our farm. See how things are going there. And then we'll consider grabbing a bunch of fertilizing contracts. We could do that too. Squish. about 69%. That's good. All right. Y'all. Ay, I knew that was coming. Somebody had to go there. Bunch of children. A bunch of chitlins. You bunch of chitlins. Let's actually see how much we do have in our contract remaining. Oy, bail dude. Yeah, we're at 53%. Round we go. Here we stop. I don't know. Come on, tractor. Okay. So I think we'll. What do you think we'll get like 2 loads for ourselves, maybe? A load and a half for ourselves. I've been kind of disappointed on the skimpiness of some of the grain that I get to keep in Pineapple Bay. Been like, really? That's all I get after all that work? Okay. Next load. We'll see what this takes us to. So we were 40% delivered. We have 934 messages this month. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Squish that, man. That wasn't much of a wee. It was a weak wee. Eh. All right. Let's get this delivered. Like 4 bales. Yeah, probably. % of the product except cotton. Okay. Well, we'll see. This reversing job was interesting. It was professional. Professional. Why do you think otherwise? 81% transported. Booyah. That's right, I'm the best driver in Farm Sim. I will put my reversing skills up against Serenar or Stocko Glaws any day of the month. I am shooting low, and I fully realize that, but jokes, I will do it. Turn, nope. Okay, fine. Come on, reverse tractor. If I'm keeping the bales. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll sell this lot because it looks like we're going to have a good hefty remainder here. It's not like we're going to have, well, actually, we might not. Having said that, woo, drifting in a tractor. Come on, get up there. Well, we'll see when we get this guy. I mean, I could play bale hockey, and I'm a professional bale hockey player. I've had experience for many years in bale hockey. Waiting for me to flip on bales. I am not going to flip on the bales. Come on, Yeah, exactly. All the way back in Farm Sim 13. That's where I went from amateur to professional right there during that run of bale hockey. I would take you on a backing competition even not using my hands. Yeah, no. I know better than to mess with that. Do I look... No, okay, you know what? Let's just not answer that. Raise that. Lower that. I did manage to purchase a tractor on top of a French post? Yes, a French post. I totally did that. French kissed post, maybe. Take on the reversing it. ETS2. If I had my wheel, I'd do it. I'm absolutely rubbish with the controller on it. But the wheel, I can do it. And I've been trying, I've been trying to get people to buy Scania Truck Driving Simulator, right? And then I'm gonna have competitions on Scania Truck Driving Simulator. I don't either, Farmer Kurt. I have no idea how I managed that. See, look at that. That is so professional to make it around that corner. Okay, I overcooked it there, but whatever. Oh yeah, I loved Scania Truck Driving Simulator. I played that with my old flight stick, actually. You know what? We're actually going to go ahead and sell these, and the reason why is we might as well take the extra money, and then we'll park the rest of them at our place. Woo! Contract finished. That went right through some power lines right there. All right, so we finished the contract. Let's go grab and go. I don't think we got a penny for that drop, by the way. Which is fine. I don't know if I am shocked because it was about a 19, it seemed to fluctuate between a 19 and 20%. So that was probably at 19% right there. And we were at 81. So it kind of makes sense. They probably did the math in such a way that I ended up with a 19% on that one. That's fine. Because we can run away with a couple bales, not a lot, but we got here 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got 5. Y'all weren't too far off. Those of you that said 4. I did play a little bit of Trucks and Trailers, Suki. Not a lot. I mean, I ended up with ETS2 right after I got Trucks and Trailers, and sort of I just kind of parked Trucks and Trailers. Pun intended. 6. Well, counting isn't my strong suit there, Farmer Kurt. I only came within 2 classes of an undergrad degree in mathematics, so counting is not easy. Which you think is a joke, but the reality is most of the mathematicians I know couldn't count their way out of a paper bag. They're too busy worried about all kinds of weird theories. Yeah, I think that's what I didn't like about it, Suki, was it felt more like, oh, let's race. I loved Scania because you could sit there and think and be like, how in the world am I going to get this truck? And then you get the perfect line, and then you'd get the time, and you'd feel the need to go back repeatedly in Scania to get a better time, or not, depending on how you played. I've gone back maybe once or twice. It's it inside for a minute. I've gone back maybe once or twice, so 2 plus 2 equals 22. You say that, there, Train Man, but in my undergrad, I worked in the math lab, where we basically provided free tutoring for students. They could come get free tutoring from those of us that were getting degrees in mathematics, and we would play nerd jokes on people. Let's just call it nerd jokes on people. In that we would do stuff like there's a way, and it involves a mathematical error, but it's a very difficult to see mathematical error, where you can prove, put that in quotes, that 1 plus 1 equals 3. Is that right? No, 1 plus 1 equals 0. That's where it went. The 1 plus 1 equals 3 was a more obvious error. Can I get in here, do you think? No. Okay, well, whatever. Now you need a bale for it. No, I'll figure it out. Right. 2 plus 2 equals fish. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, I'm going to just drop it right there. Perfect. Pop out. No, didn't want to do that. Oh, I put the tab in, by the way, guys, because I got sick and tired of that silliness. Alright, collect. Ba-doom. Logarithms. Yeah, it used natural logs. So it was a cheeky thing to do, because we took the inverse natural log of 1 or something like that, and it was just the way you transposed the things. For people who didn't know what we were doing, it looked like we were proving that 1 plus 1 equals 0. Reality is we weren't. But, I got extra money. I love extra money. There we go. Perfect. We done did it. We done did it. Russia would be proud. We done did it. We earned some money and didn't spend a dime. All right. I don't want to start the engine first. Okay. Now we're going to spend a dime or 10. Oh, wait, no. We don't need to spend all the dimes. Only some of the dimes. No, that's not good. He's not cutting any trees. There aren't any logarithms. Ha ha! Good one. I like it. All right, let us rent. Some bales must have sold. They must have. We're going to rent ourselves an El Cheapo Massey Ferguson. I think it's this one I can get with thin tires. Yes. So we're going to rent this one. It's going to cost us $1,836. Lease. Yes. Okay. Then we're going to go over here and go to... I do this every time. I'm like, where to go? Crop protection. And we're going to rent this one right here. Leasey. And then we're going to have to buy, of course, fertilizer. I almost bought herbicide. Let's go ahead and buy that. Yes. All right. Woohoo. Life is easier now that we have that. Okay. Fertilizing time, guys. Accept the contract. Accept the contract. Accept the contract. Accept the contract. We are gonna fertilize the world. There we go. There's probably a brew mod that's cheaper. There is, but it doesn't have the reach. I like this one because it at least has some reach to it. Okay, good. All right, now raise that up. Refill it. And while we got this open, we're going to go ahead and decrease the spray rate all the way down. Here you go, Suki. Okay. Someone keep track of what fields we need to do. Oh, where's a piece of paper? Aha! I found a piece of paper. Piece of paper. If Al Gore made a band, would it be called the Algorithms? Oh. Oh. Rush, I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy anything. I rented it. Thank you. We were doing fields 2, 17, 19, 15, 3, 22, 18, and 1. Okay. Now, closest field to us is going to be field 22. I'm going to sit there. 22. We are probably going to buy, well, I don't know. Start at F1 and work up. What? I love how if money spending is mentioned, he pops in. Right? We got ourselves a little bit of money, guys. We're gonna earn some more of it without spending a lot. I mean, we had to spend a little bit. That's true. We did spend $3,200. We did spend $3,200. Start on field 1. Yeah, but field 1's kind of like in the middle of everything. So I find it this way. We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. All right. Let's go to satellite view. Oh. And spray on. So our next stop after 22, 18 isn't nearby. I think we're going to go to 1 next. Will that open bigger? Yep. No, we'll do 3, then 1. Oh, 2 is also on the list. So we can do 1, 2, and 3 all in a shot. That's good. All right, a little overspray. We're stuck a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Go back out. We got a little stuck, but it's okay. This plane sounds like a maze. It's amazing. Haha. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I promise. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm doing. Oh, so I left I left airport CEO running while I went to dinner. Well, I had dinner and then I got distracted doing other things. And then I came back and we had $1.7 million. So we totally have what we need to continue our expansion in Airport CEO. I think it was Train Man who suggested I leave it running while I went to dinner, and that was a good idea. It's just plain awesome. Yep. Yep. What I might do is before I stream it again, I honestly might boot it up and let it run for a couple hours just so we have more money. Please no Panerino Paparino. Why not? Little overspray, but it never hurt nobody. I mean, it hurt our bottom line slightly, but not enough for us to matter. Excellent. See? There. We done did it well. We done did it. We done did it. Done it, did it, do-da-dee. Wee. Wee. Pun dog needs to be an emote. Probably should work on that. It's probably. I'll have to contact the art department about that one. Field 22 is finished, guys. The art department is very busy making a dog hanging out of a train. I can't tell you where that's for. Let it run all night. You know, it's not a bad idea there, Dennis. The only downside to that is the electrical cost, honestly. My computer is ridiculous. It has a dedicated circuit breaker because of the amount of wattage it pulls. So turn down the spray rate. I already did. I already got it. It's all the way down to 100 liters per hectare, I think. Yep. How many watts does it pull? So the power supply is a 3,500 watt power supply. So I have it on its own dedicated 20 amp circuit. And DOS has 2,500 watt power supply. And so she's on her own dedicated 20 amp circuit as well. Why do I need 3,500 watts? Expansion. It's all about expansion. So I built it so that I basically bought that power supply because I knew over time, especially graphics cards, hot chicken sandwiches, and you're not even sharing? Oh, man. Good night, Train Man. Especially with graphics cards, the wattage needs keeps going up. Plus, they're liquid cooled, so I've got the wattage for the liquid cooling systems in there as well. So it's all about future proofing. Kind of how I am. The new NVIDIAs are going to need a single 12-pin. Yeah. It's insane, the power costs for these graphics cards. And I'm just like, I'm not sold on what these graphics cards are bringing to the table that make it worth my time. I can't even see where I've sprayed and where I haven't. What? Okay, I think here. Because I was watching Busa Busa play Crisis, the original Crisis. Okay, graphics aren't like cutting edge, but they're more than fine. It's like Watch Puppies or whatever it is. Is this contract done yet? There it is. It's like Watch Puppies. People are like, oh, the graphics aren't great. I'm like, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't really care for it to be super realistic. And I enjoyed the first Watch Dogs. I mean, it was disconcerting when I was like, yeah, all that stuff, they make it sound like it's some far off future thing that actually can happen today, but you know, whatever. Oh yeah, the new 3090 RTX. I'm not sure what I have sprayed and what I haven't. Yeah, all the new graphics cards are ridiculous. I looked at the new Threadrippers from AMD. I mean, you're looking at huge amounts of power, not just to power the board, but you got to think about the cooling requirements. Now, most people air cool. The cooling requirements aren't high. But I'm in an environment where I prefer water cooling. It gets very hot here, and we don't run our AC very much. I mean, we've run our AC the most we ever have in the past month because you literally can't breathe outside because of the smoke. Picture of what? Just put it in chat, in the general chat channel of Discord, and then do an exclamation Discord in this chat so that people can go look if they want. Guten Tag, Battle Kitty. Into 2,000 cards. Yeah, I mean, everybody's all like, "Oh, we've got to we got to get the latest and greatest and all that stuff," and I'm just like, it's Someone even wrote, it was a great article in, I want to say Kotaku, could be wrong. Might have been Kotaku, Kotaku? Kotaku, it could have been Le Monde, somewhere. Someone wrote that the next gen consoles should just be canceled. Not canceled, but delayed for at least another year, because there's really no point. Thank you for following, Battle Kitty. My German is not that great, Battle Kitty. Speak French better. Not always great at conjugating the verbs, but I speak French better. My Parisian friends say I speak terrible French. My Quebec friends say I speak terrible French because I mix up my Parisian and my Quebec French. I am doing well, Battle Kitty. I'm doing well. Oh, we just clipped through a building. Woo! The GTX 980 Ti is still usable. Oh, yeah. Totally. Yeah, my issue, Battle Kitty, is I've learned bits and pieces of so many languages that they all get mixed up in my brain. I've started sentences in French, switched to Spanish partway through, randomly some Italian gets in there, and then I get so confused and I finish it in English. My German and my Dutch does pretty much the same. Thankfully, I never mix my Japanese into all of that. This is Old Stream Farms, Dennis. It's a, it's a good smallish map. This actually was, what was it? Farm Sim 13, I want to say, that I played this one the first time. I enjoy it because I like small farms more than the big factory stuff. I still can't see where the blazes I'm supposed to be spraying, but we're going to just spray here. What's going to cost a lot of money because of fertilizer costs? $15. Ah, thank you, Russia. I knew it was somewhere in there. Nope, another tree. Gonna go ring around the tree. Nope, 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 nope. Gonna go ring around the tree again in reverse. Gonna spray a car. Boink. We'll just go here. We got the spray rate turned all the way down, Dare Kitty. So we should be okay for me to just faff around a little bit. A native English speaker, but I've learned German, did French at school, didn't really like it. So obviously native English speaker. I learned really in middle school. I started French. In high school, I did Spanish. In undergrad was Spanish. Oh, we finished our contract. Woot! Where are we going now? Oh, let's collect on some of these contracts. We'll collect you, we'll collect you, and we'll collect you, and we'll collect you. Let me figure out where we're going first. 17, 15, 17, 18, 19. Sweet. 15, 17, 15, 17, 18, 19. So we're going to go to 15 next because that's next closest. So undergrad I more Spanish. Grad was Japanese because of my thesis. And my wife knows some German. I've learned some Hawaiian. I've also learned I've learned Dutch. because I work with some bunch of Belgians who are in the Dutch-speaking province. Well, they say Flemish, but it's Dutch. They would argue, but it's Dutch. And woo. Yeah. And also my Luxembourgish heritage kind of means I do know a couple words in Luxembourgish. New flight sim makes computers cry. Can it run flight sim? Yeah. But you know what? To me, it kind of goes back to that same thing, Rusher. Like, do I want it to be super realistic? It'd be great and all, but if I want it super duper realistic, I go outside. Let's go back into satellite view so we can try to see where we're spraying and not overspray. I want to get the new flight sim, but I am concerned that I just won't have time to play it. Because it's a commitment, you know? It's flight sim. You got a commitment to flight sim. Red Hills Farm and FS13. Yeah. I'm in the process of trying to put together a cool feature with channel points and farm sim maps. So stay tuned for that. I'm still working on the logistics of it, but we're gonna do something. So you got something to do with your DOS cookies. Thank you, Battle Kitty. Yeah, yeah. I I get embarrassed very easily if I cannot at least say a few words in the language of the country that I'm in. So, I'm probably going to have to learn a little bit of Portuguese here soon because we have some clients down in Brazil. So, Brazilian Portuguese. Learn some Macedonian. All right, Suki. Fine. I'll learn some. I'll ask my coworker. Dear Kitty, your ancestors are from Norway. Ah, yes. We're going to hit a tree again. Yep. And another tree? Yep. Nom. They taught me at one time, Suki, how to say hello and goodbye, but I honestly forgot because we have to communicate in English because we have, good grief, how many different languages do we have in our meetings? 7 different native languages, native speak languages? Really? Natively spoken languages on our meetings. So we got native Portuguese, native French, native English, Macedonian, Flemish, German. Well, the French, you can have that argument. We have a Quebecer and we have a Parisian French speaker. So. We used to have Russian on our calls. We had a Russian gentleman, but he's gone on to do other things. Mainly, he retired to hang out with his grandkids. Is this almost done yet? Should be. At 66%. We've already made more than enough to cover the cost of our rentals, so we're doing good. Where's the trigger? Come on, trigger. Trigger already. Yes, no. There we go. Fold it up. Now we're going to 17, 18, 19. Rushka hasn't said anything, so I'm doing fine. Yeah. We'll go with that. Valid. So I try to say good morning in Spanish. Yeah, 19. All right, 19's the first one, apparently, because of its location. I've probably brushed up on my Spanish the most, only because I kind of figured we'd be getting some Spanish speakers in stream at some point. But most people use, or not most people, a lot of people use Twitch to learn English because the bulk of the presenters are English, so. And I'm all for that. I mean, after all, I do have a master's degree in English for reasons that I can't completely understand. They gave me a degree. You're a minority on this platform. You are. You are. Macedonians hate Twitch. Well, what do Macedonians like then? Other than liquor and tasty food. Because everybody likes liquor and tasty food. Just different kinds of liquor and different kinds of tasty food. We're having Southern comfort food tonight. I know that much. Daz is up there cooking bread and cooking okra and green beans and some smoked sausage, some mashed taters. YouTube stream. Oh my good grief. I thought about doing that when I came back to YouTube. I really did. And then I thought better of it and was like, no. YouTube's a thing. I've noticed, by the way, anybody that watches my VODs on YouTube, I've noticed that the mid-rolls are everywhere on my videos. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for doing that for me. Terrible for streaming. Yeah, it doesn't look very good. Oh, I've seen some people do a lot of Steam streaming. And I'm like, really? You don't even get a, whatever. Your auntie helps you translate German to English. Yeah. Yeah, you can actually stream on Steam, which makes no sense. But it's not like Twitch. You can't really support the people the way you can support them on Twitch or even YouTube, honestly. So it really is a nonsense thing. It's, again, one of those things that Valve did and went like, oh, we're going to do this because it's cool. And then they immediately forgot about it. You know, like Half-Life 3. Trovo? Yeah, well, they people do that, and then it'll be like the Microsoft thing that shut down, Mixer, I guess. Yeah, probably social introvert. See, Dare Kitty, really cool. My cousin was actually born over in Germany. She holds her dual citizenship. Actually, she holds triple citizenship because she also holds her Luxembourg citizenship as well as her U.S. All because my aunt was at Ramstein Air Base. Yep, there we go. Done with that field. Woo! All right, field 18 is right over here, so that's why we wanted to come over here. And go. Perfect. My uncle actually played for the Luxembourg national hockey team for a while. It is to a degree, Dennis. I mean, that's really what it's being used for, but oh my gosh, some of those developers just need to stop. They just need to hire somebody on from Twitch to do it for them or something. Oop. Back up. There is actually a developer that that I know of that was looking to hire somebody to do their streaming. Well, I say hire. They were going to sponsor them and be like, "Oh, you can earn whatever you can keep whatever you earn." And it's like, "Yeah, but your game isn't popular." Duh. Who's going to stream that for you guys? Show me that Vision with is wheat, maize is corn. Gerst, which is probably mispronounced because Das always laughs at me when we've got a book about a dancing cat in German. It's a kid's book that we got because it was cute, and also because we collect books that are in foreign languages. So it's Der Kat tanz, der Kat tanzt allein, tanzen tanz auf ein Bein. Kam der Egal zu der Katz? Bitte red mich mehr. I'd have to go get the book now. I've completely run out there. Katze. Probably. The problem is, Das always says I read German like I should be reading. I read German with a French accent, and then I read French with a Spanish accent, and then I read Spanish with an English accent. So I'm like, well, at least I'm consistently strange. All right, get closer to the track. There we go. All right. Back her up. Back her up. All right, come on. Flip out. You're taking too long, Tracker. We're trying to get our money. Go. Yeah, doggy. So after this, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and see if we can fill up. Are we, though? Are we really? Yeah, we'll go back to the store to see if we can get all the rest of the fertilizer in this thingamajiggy, because then that's an easy get it all in here and then dump it out, so I have one thing to pick up with the front loader. We'll come pick it up later. Actually, I might leave it there because we seem to do these fertilizer contracts a lot, so I think I might just put it somewhere. Wish you could buy used tractors. Yes, that would be an amazing thing. Buy used equipment, and it's like damaged, so you're going to buy the used equipment, but the question is, how bad is it? They don't tell you, and then you get it and then you have to fix it up. That would be cool. I wish ETS and ATS would increase your maintenance cost on your fleet as the vehicles get more miles on them, because that would be logical. There's a lot of things, I mean. But all stuff that you could turn off, because some people aren't going to enjoy that. So like the increase in maintenance cost with mileage, be able to turn that off, because some people are going to be like, I don't want to do that. I just want to drive. And I'm cool with that. Used vehicles are needed. Yeah, I agree. It's really tough to start out in ATS and ETS because you got to earn all that money for a brand new rig. I mean, you can get an Iveco for what, 90,000 euro, I think, is the cheapest you can get in Iveco before. So you got to earn up that money to buy that. I don't remember what the cheapest thing in ATS is. I think it's the Pete Day Cab. I think is the cheapest. And I think it's like 112, 115. How's the wheel? The wheel's just sitting there. I honestly am not motivated to do anything with it right now. So it's just going to sit there. Going to be. You watch real life versus ATS. Yep. Yep. I've meant to do real life versus ATS on, oh, what is it? I-90? Yeah, I-90 from Spokane to, well, I don't have Seattle on my dash cam. So Spokane to Ellensburg, which is the exit for Wenatchee and ATS. What monitors am I running? I've got twin, what are these things? Bank XL 2411, so they're 24-inch monitors. I've got two of them. DOS has one of them. They don't make them anymore. Ooh, contract finished. I'll turn that off. Close that up. All right, let's collect on these contracts. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that, guys. Look at that. All right, let's boogie. Let's get off of there so we can get back to our tractor. We can get off satellite view. Nice durable monitors. Yeah, they're good enough. They're, are these the ones that are 120 hertz? Yeah, I think these are the 120 hertz monitors. So, good enough. Dink Man, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to Old Stream. Old Stream Farms at the Liger House. Go to a good brew house. That would be so nice. Oh no! Evil virus. Evil virus. I was talking to one of my coworkers, and I told her, "Oh, did you read about people are able to get reinfected?" And she's like, "Oh, great, GG, the bugs won." I'm like, yep, pretty much. I'm good. Yeah, I really like this map too. I mean, there's a few things I would love to see back from the 15 days, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, let's, where's the silly button for refill? See if we can make that disappear. Probably not. Oh, we can. Sweet. So what I'm going to do, because we seem to be doing a lot of work with spray, I'm actually going to put the spray over here so I don't have to buy it all the time. Unload is I. There we go. So now I've got some spray sitting over here for the next fertilizer run. Nope, nope, not that. That. Garage. Leased items. Yes. Okay. And yes. Okay. Perfect. Woohoo! You subscribed when I started Volga Life. Yeah, Volga was a good map. That was an interesting experience. Don't forget it. Yeah, exactly, Suki. I shall not. I hope. Okay. Ooh, we have to check on the sheeps. Randy little sheeps. You drunk all the water yet? You little turds. Nope. Speaking of sheep turds. Oh, look at that. They're almost out of grass. They're almost out of grass. Tank Man, thank you for following. What are we going to do about that? That's a great question. I have no idea what I'm going to do about that. I think we're going to have to collect a little bit of that grass. and go with that. We'll just collect a little bit, give it to the sheep so they have something. You'll follow me on YouTube in a bit. Yeah. I mean, right now YouTube is basically just the VODs republished after about a week. I plan on doing some more stuff that is YouTube specific, but I have no idea how that isn't right out yet. Right? That's my concern too there, Rusher. I'm really not enjoying seasons for that. Drop that, turn it on. Alright, let's collect a little bit. Just enough to give the sheep some noms. We need about 400 or 500. Let's go with that amount right there. Looks like we should get a contractor in. I need a contractor for my sheep. A sheepy contractor. He'll be sleeping. Okay. There we go. And overload that. Alright, that is... plenty for the sheep for now. We'll just leave this here because we're probably going to have to honestly get more for the sheep later. Okay. 144 grand. I know. It's 144 grand. It's almost like Rusher is not letting me buy stuff. We are... Actually, I don't know where we... I mean, all we got left, really, is these 2 transport contracts. From supermarket to transport company and port southeast to gas station. And really, that's only going to get us 1,300 bucks. Do we really care enough for 1,300 bucks, guys? Yeah, exactly. Meh. That's my thought, too. All right, let's get this time sped up. Hold up. What? I don't have anything else to do realistically. Yeah, I know. Why am I holding up, Rusher? Don't you have a grass dryer mod? Do I? I don't know. Where would I find that? Hayden, how's it going? Grass dryer mod? Is that like a placeable that we can buy and have a big building? Thank you for the host there, Hayden. Like a big grass drying building that would be amazing and buildiness, and we can spend a bunch of money? I think that'd be a great idea. Let's see, we have a composter. We have diesel production. Ooh, we should spend 100 grand on diesel production, guys. We can have a corn flour factory. Ooh, we should do that so we can have tortillas. Ooh, corn tortilla. Oh, be so good. Wood chipper. Large warehouse, production hall, farm shop, alfalfa dryer. Fermenting silo. Is it the alfalfa dryer then? Is that what it is? I'll keep scrolling while you guys think about it. There's some bale dryers. Dries grass bales to hay bales. You mean that? Dynamic grain storage, hay dryer. That's a hay dryer right there. Wood chips are needed though. I don't have those. Fermenter, missing global pallet, whatever, pig feeder, potato seeds, hops. Pepsi Cola. All right, was it one of those? Did I just move past something? Because that one needs wood chips, so I can't do that one. This one needs fermenting. Now, this is a round bale dryer. Too much money might be worth it to buy bales. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Unless it's the alfalfa dryer. But even the alfalfa dryer is a lot of money. I mean, really what we need here is the distillery at 25 grand. Unfortunately, I know how big the distillery is. Unless it's not in there and it's like Agri-Z or something. Here's a hay dryer for 50 grand. Dries grass to hay or hay to grass. Sure. Needs diesel to work. That one would be, I mean, still 50 grand. He definitely did this. Potato cooker. Grass square bale storage. No. Barrel production. Alfalfa. Yeah, you're probably right. Honey production. Honey, 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 honey. Wait a minute. Is Suki now saying something is too expensive? Suki is saying something is too expensive. What? I'm going to look at how big of a... Oh my good googly moogly. Look at how big this sucker is. Object collides with object. Really? Oh, you... Really? You're fine there, but you're not fine there? Seriously? Is it flashing? I put it out here. No. Over here. No. Can I put it on top of the sheep? No. I can only put it on my own land, and I'm not doing that. Yeah, it should go right there, but it's not, so bleh. Yeah. I'm thinking we'll just keep doing what we're doing. It ain't killing us. We can make it. Also, I need to figure out why I can't put anything down. You'd rather me buy a tractor than that? What we probably should look at, though, because we're going to need it pretty soon. Let me get the speed back up to full speed. What we probably should look at while the time moves on is a harvester. Let's see, what do we got in the harvesters? Activate extended placeables in the globe. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably should. We can get ourselves 89 grand for an E516. Probably not. We can get the Dominator. And then all those are expensive. And then 84 grand for the Bison Super. Yeah, I'm thinking releasing. Control S. No, this. No, that's incorrect. There. Nope. There. Haha. There. I don't know why that wasn't done for. Well, whatever. There. We've now done that. You know what we might no. Actually, you know what we might do? It costs a bit of money in terms of feeding them because we don't have any wheat. But does that hurt us overall? I don't think it does. Because I could get like, I don't know, 10 chickens, grab some feed, right? Rusher, is that a yes to it's going to hurt us or a yes to buying the chickens? Because I could get the feed for here. Need feed. Well, I can buy premium chicken feed for $1,500 for 1,000 liters. or I can buy a bag, 4 bags, 400 liters for 480 bucks. I'm kind of thinking it's worth it, right? We can buy this. No big deal. It's only $1,000. And we can have fresh eggs. Who doesn't want fresh eggs? I want fresh eggs. We're going to buy some chickens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chickens. There we go. We're going to spend a whole $66. There. We got chickens, guys. All right, now we have to go get some chicken feed. Got to jump in our amazing tractor here. I love this tractor. Not. A lot of chicken feed for not much. I don't actually mind the prices. I actually have seen the price of chicken feed in real life. I mean, these are relatively accurate. I'm okay with that. $66 too many. Come on now. And yes, the chickens just wander around in this map. It's amazing. My sister tried to do that with her chickens, but she couldn't because where she lives, well, critters will eat them. So she's like, yep, gotta keep them in a cage. Gotta cage the chickens. And leave the dog outside at night. Not that the dog, shouldn't be outside at night anyway, because whoops, he's not paying attention to what I was doing. Because he's kind of a smelly dog. By 4,200 liters of chicken feed for under 200. Yeah, that feels a bit wrong. Don't drive and read. I was actually driving and trying to find my other earbud. Why did you go this direction? I don't know. Randomness. Jaden8817, welcome to the farm. How you doing? We've got the world's most amazing skid steer. That's what they call this, the skid steer. It's a Massey Ferguson weirdness steer. Let's get inside. It's quieter in here. I do have spare time. I mean, it's not like anything is happening around here. It's only, well, let's actually slow down the time. It's a cute little tractor. Yeah, I mean, it does its job. It's the cheapest skid steer I could buy. What it comes down to. In fact, I believe, while we're driving here, it was, yeah, $5,900 for a skid steer. I'll take that all day long. It's annoying how slow it goes. Well, that's true. Excellent, Jaden. Cheapest skid steer in Brews Mods. Yeah, pretty much. And it's a Massey, which is the whole reason it's in Brews Mods to begin with, because he's a Massey fanatic. Me, I don't really care. But some people, they need their special tractors. About cow. Well, Dennis, I do want cow. Technically, it's not a skid steer, it's a forklift. Yeah, exactly. Well, welcome, Jaden. We appreciate you showing up and hanging out. Tankman has to have New Hollands. I just need cheap tractors because, I'm cheap. Canola might be ready to go. Yep. Cows. Cows are a lot of work. I got to get the silage. We got the silage bales from that contract. It's not a lot of silage. I got to put more silage up. We're going to need straw. I haven't planted any straw. Any wheat yet. Tankman, thank you for the host. And yeah, they are expensive. I do want to get into horses, but as we've discussed previously, you have to buy horses in groups of 4. Where is... Oh. I came over here before I bought the chicken feed. Big bags. Chicken feed. 1 bag of chicken. Yes, 1 bag of chicken. I will take that. You can lease the chicken bag. Really? Really? I don't think so. Oh, hey, how about that? Yeah, you can see why we have to buy horses in groups of 4 in the stream clips, or if you prefer, I can just go through the entire thing again, because I know Suki enjoys hearing it. I don't know why I brought the trailer, by the way. I could have just picked it up and moved it. Why did you buy the expensive feed? Well, there's a reason, Suki, and it involves death and herp. Make TMR for cows? I could make the TMR for cows, you're right. You're expecting too much of me, though. Why don't you use the animal helper mod? Because I need something to do while I'm waiting on my crops to grow. And it gives me that little bit of, you know, challenge-ish. Go. Go, and away we go. As if he isn't challenged enough. Oi! Oi! Yeah, I know, that's... I mean, you're not wrong, but whatever. I think there is a thing from the Seasons mod that you can buy that tells you a lot more info about your fields and such. Well, I mean, I've already got more field info as a mod. Cows will be fine with just hay, loosen productivity, don't get them straw bedding. Get slurring with straw, you get a little boost of manure. Well, I mean, I'd have to have hay. It's $5,000, not in the budget. Ooh, what is it? Where am I going? Chainsaws? Chainsaws? Nope, there's nothing in chainsaws but chainsaws. Lizard pallet pack. I really honestly don't need any more mods, but I mean, I always go and check them out. So I haven't checked out mods in probably 2 weeks, so I'm due to kind of go back. Misk? Oh, okay. Ah, someone tried to throw me off by saying chainsaws. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see how it is. All right, I gotta get a straightaway here, and then we can go check it out. Misk. Hey, look, Rusher, I have an animal broom and a bucket. Nope, that's drive laner. This thing. You know, soil tube, bales, other objects. Yeah, I got a shovel too. Totally awesome. I got a shovel. What happened to the bales? Uh-huh. So, dear kitty, Seasons is evil, and it stole my bales. They sent the little elf police in, and the elf police grabbed my bales and hauled them over and fed them to my sheep, who are a bunch of gluttonous little turds. That's what I'm going with. In reality, the game says they rotted, which I find to be a load of garbage, but whatever. Hand grass cutter. Like I said, it's been a few weeks since I've gone looking for mods, so I do have to look through them. And then usually by the time I get through the mod hub, I'm so sick of looking at mods, I don't go to the external websites, but I need to. I know you sent it to me. That doesn't change the fact that by the time I get through mod hub, I don't want to go to the external websites. And even the mod hub, I'm like, I don't want to go through this. Especially because you can't filter out the stuff you already have. Or maybe you can, and I'm just a giant gibbon. But, yeah. Things happen. a lot. All right, stop. All right, where do I feed me chickens? Where do I feed me chickens? They gotta be, wow. Woo! Nope, nope. Gotta be in there. Okay, so how? Ooh, eggs. Right. I've got to put the chicken feed where? In there? Would be my luck, wouldn't it? Probably in the trough? You think the chickens want it in the trough? Probably. All right, that off of there. Oops. Release that. And away we go. We feed them at the trough. All right. At the trough it is. At the trough it is. Now we'll see how much I know about feeding animals. Feeding animal. Oop. Nope. Not like that. I'm not. Down. Up. Down. No. Damn it. There. Whoop. Got it. Chickens are like little sheep. They need their trough. Wow. Hello. Did that literally put all of that? Well, you know what? Just do it. Really? Really? Okay. That was concerning. We just dropped $1,800 worth of chicken feed into a trough. Horses or chickens, right? I guess we might have bought the horse chickens or something. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm not taking any blame. I'm not taking any blame for these chickens' feeding habits. Running over here, park up. Mutated chickens from Chernobyl, that's why they were $6. Yeah, right? What did control S? Yeah. All right, animals. Chicken coop. Literally, that's 1,000 liters. That don't eat all the food, right? Okay, and how much was the bag that I bought? Was it exactly 1,000 liters? It was. So that literally... What did you see? That's per year. Right? That's 879 liters per year, right? Or is that per chicken per year? The sheep are up in arms. These sheep are just ridiculous. Per chicken per year? Those chickens. I can't get in the door. There we go. Okay. I have no idea what time it is. What time is it? 21:15. All right. Quit climbing on the... Oh, for goodness sakes. Let me out so I can reset the thing so we can go back in. Let me in. Let me in the blooming door. Stupid game. Thank you. 23. That's 24. So 9 hours. Get us to 6 a.m. That'll get us to 7 a.m. Let's sleep. $750 a day to feed 10 chickens. Oh, Russia's having up heart palpitations now. All right, let's check the animules. Yeah, whatever. And you've produced 3 liters, and they ate 10 liters of wheat. Oh, my Lord. Okay. All right, well, that's a thing that's happened. Fertilizing. I'm not getting another fertilizer. No way. Both of y'all can just get stuffed. No eggs for breakfast. Yeah, exactly. All right. Is that finally baleable? Can I bale that now? They seem to be eating ants more than the wheat. Yeah, you'd think. I think that's baleable. Hey! Hey! Hey, you guys! Alright. Apparently, are my sheep dirty, or was it just that they're pathetic? No, apparently they're dirty. Really? How? Stupid sheep. Stupid sheep. Oh no, don't get in there. Get me out of there. Alright. Canola is still growing. You could pressure wash them? What, the sheep? I'm not pressure washing the sheep. Probably blow all the hay off of them. That wouldn't be any good now, would it? Soggy hay? Soggy hay, no. Soggy wool? Ew, soggy wool. Well, I got my neck to pop one direction. Now I just need to get it to pop the other direction. Nope, that wasn't my neck. That was the base of my skull, but that works. You're surprised with the routes to store. I like to keep you guessing, Suki. I feel this is the faster route. Sheep practice. Yeah, even at the fair, I'm not really a sheep person. I don't go to the sheep farm very often. Alright, Tank Man, take care. Have a good sleep. For anyone that is interested, tomorrow, which is Saturday, we will be streaming at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. That is whatever time it is for you, 5 hours ago. And we will be streaming Bus Simulator 18. Because we gotta get the buses moving. Where are those derpy little mods that we have? There they are. No thrower. Yes. I need a windrow, don't I? Well, now that I've come all the way here, I might as well just... crashing buses. I made a circle around the farm. How's that faster? I don't know. Just felt like it. Do we rent it or do we buy it, guys? It's $4,200. I kind of think we should buy it. Because each lease is $200. Doll hairs. If we just do some random maths here, because why not? I mean, it's 200 doll hairs, 4,200, so we'd have to rent this one 21 times. We've already rented it once. Russia will give you reasoning now. Four-ish times a year. But what if I use it more? Because when we plant wheat, we're going to have to bale straw. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't like this one. Because those little bales are annoying. Oh, wait, but the little bales are what we need to do. Am I testing another mod? No, no, I've taken all the mods out of Bus Sim. They're not very good. Do we buy a $4,200 New Holland or do we not? I guess that's the question. 3 cuttings of hay and straw bale. Yeah. I think we could totally do it. I got one bite from Farmer Kurt. Rusher is pontificating. I'm betting Suki is saying buy it. Then y'all make a decision. If you upgrade your tractor, you'll be stuck. Oh, that's actually good. Yep. Yeah, actually, that's a good point there, Suki. I would be stuck with the sucker if I upgraded the tractor. We're leasing. We're leasing. Just so you know, for no reason other than I looked outside, the sky is orange. The sky's got an orange hue to it. Mainly because our fire is now at 27,000 acres. Thank you very much, world. Thank you, 2020, for being a pain in everyone's backside. I saw this great political cartoon. It showed the you know how like the year comes in and the year is a baby, right? That's like the thing with New Year. The year goes out and the guy's old, and the year comes in, it's a baby. And it showed the baby 2020 running, and all the people with pitchforks and flames behind it saying, "Catch it, kill it." I was like, "Yep, that's accurate." I forgot that twine is apparently consumable. Really? I don't want you consumable. Too accurate. Oh man, yawn face. Yawn face! Kind of like a llama face, only better. What is this, by the way? Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Open! Nope, no open. Alright, fine. What is that? Or is this something that falls off a truck so they put it there because they thought it was going to be cool, or whether it actually just going to serve a purpose? Also, won't need to buy twine since you don't own it. Well, that's true. Suki, you're being way too reasonable. I'm going to be concerned for your well-being. I think you might be ill. You need to have your temperature taken, maybe a COVID test. Just saying it. Being way too sensible. Be like if Russia came in and told me to spend $100,000. I'd be like, you okay? I was kind of thinking about that when he said I could have money for a hay dryer. You're too sensible too. It's something to be concerned about. Don't be too sensible. Life's too short to be sensible. And it did need to have feed for the winter. Yeah, you know what I'm kind of plotting? You know what I'm kind of plotting? Right before winter, we sell all our animals. I think we might do it. Except for maybe the chickens, because apparently the chickens are, you know, alright, let's windrow this. Getting crazy out on Fad Stream. Yeah, how was Fad Stream? I had to drop out of it because of work. I try to hang out in streams and just lurk when I'm working, but it doesn't always work. I love this. I don't think it's supposed to be like this, but it's how it is. Alright, X unfolded. Chickens don't even need water. Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's turn her on. Go. I did it backwards again, but that's alright. We're just going to go with it. Sound alert of the creeper. Nice. I keep thinking whether I should get back into Minecraft, and then I try, and then I'm like, nope, just don't feel it. Just don't feel it. Usage happened. Yeah, I'd need to find like something Minecrafty that really draws me in to go back to Minecraft. Hour, yeah. It's about all I can handle, about an hour. It feels too much like work with all the, hey, you need to do these 30 things to do this thing that you want to do. And I'm just like, nope, that feels too worky. I'm out of it. I'm out. More fun in multiplayer. Even multiplayer, I'm just like, eh. I mean, I guess unless you're multiplayer with like Bad, who grinds everything, because I know that he does that with DOS, and then DOS is like, yep, I just build. I can see that. Because I like the building part. I mean, I loved when I built the castle. I liked building the missile base. All that stuff was fun, but I did that in creative mode, so... And I guess part of me is now that I've got the wood shop, because, you know, when I first played Minecraft, we were living in a condo, so I didn't have a wood shop. I just, you know, whatever. But now that I got the wood shop, I'm like, yeah, if I'm going to build something, I'm just going to go to a wood shop and build a real thing. We're gonna make the spiral baler, the spiral baler. I don't know why I do this every single time I do this spiral bale thing, but whatever. I'm just gonna go with it. How's dinner going? I don't know. I hear her working upstairs on it, so. Never into Minecraft yourself. Yeah, it takes it. Yeah, it's a thing. I like it conceptually, I like the whole idea of it just being a giant Lego world, basically, but... Yeah. Bacon beans are simmering as well as carrots. Ah, excellent. About to roll out dumplings, make sauce where they cook. Ah, righty. Good, because I'm hungry. It is unlimited Legos. Yep, Sufi, it is. We've got the Lego Worlds for the Switch. I thought it was going to be good, but not so much. I did not. I don't really care for Lego Worlds. It's not as fun as I thought it would be. Turn that off. Fold that up. Yeah, the building is horribly clunky with it. Just not intuitive or fun or... Oh, God, I gotta lift it now. I think this hay run will be very inefficient. Yeah, well, that's pretty much how I work. Let's be honest about this. Is it the amount you will get? I don't know. It might be okay. I mean, the beginning is going to kind of suck because I'm going to put myself in a tree, but whatever. Lower on. Away we go. Maybe it'll surprise us, Suki. Maybe we'll get a lot. I don't think so, but we can hope. Come back to get that. I don't know, whatever. Ah, Now I'm going to be in a pole over here. The 3 things is tractor. Hey, this tractor can pull a lot more than 3 things. There's at least 4 things it can pull. Hey, we can bail going backwards. Didn't know that, but now I do. Alright. Deviate a little bit. Come back and get that later. Come on, back up, tractor. Come on now. Come on now. Good, tractor. Alright, let's try that again. Come on. Too many poles in the way, man. Too many poles. Hopefully I didn't see any weed. Yeah, no kidding. I've just about had my fill of baling. That's why I was like, nope, we are not doing those baling contracts. That's not happening. Well, now I just realized something. I'm going to be driving on top of the bales. Like, oh my goodness. I should have started in the center and spiraled out. That's what I should have done. Well, maybe I'll miss it. Okay, it looks like I got it. It's fine. It's fine. It's all going to work out. What's the worst that could happen? Let me answer that question. I was gonna say, how many bales do we have? Well, we've made 11 bales so far. That's actually not bad. The tractor being flipped on. No, the tractor is not going to get flipped on a bale. See, I just shoved it out of the way. We're good. I am a professional, expert tractor driver. Once we get this done, we feed it to the sheeps, or at least some of it to the sheeps. And we will have succeeded, guys. We will have succeeded in keeping our sheep alive. There's no way we're going to be able to put back enough. This is my other thinking, Rusher. There's no way we're going to put back enough for the winter. So it makes sense. Sell the sheep before winter falls. Falls? Comes. Whatever. Sell the sheep in fall. There we go. Let's go with that. You can always buy more. They come from the store. That's totally where you get sheep. You go to the sheep and you pick them up. The sheep store. I need to repair my tractor. Got some damage on it. I don't understand the damage. When you run out of bay, it might be valid. I don't understand the damage modeling in Farm Sim 19. I really don't. One, what does it really do? But, like, what causes the damage? Because I can run into a building and it doesn't increase my damage, but then I'll look down at all of a sudden and I've got like 5% damage. And I'm just like, why? Have to sell the broom. No, I can keep the broom because we'll buy more sheep in the spring, Suki. Think it through, man. Think it through. Ask giants. I don't want to ask giants. What I want to ask giants is why they never bothered to respond to my resume. Technically wear and tear. Yeah, I know. It's just the modeling feels weird. Like my rented combine in Pineapple Bay. third field, and these aren't the huge fields. Third field, there was 35% damage to the header. I'm just like, that feels wrong. Put a bale picker on there. I should, but I'd have to find the mod for it. You're not harvesting rocks at wheat. Exactly. I mean, I could understand it if it jumped up when I rammed the header into a fence. I could understand it then. But I actually didn't have any fences to run into because, you know, not a lot of fences in Pineapple Bay. So we got 31 bales so far, guys. That's not bad at all. We found the trailer to put on the back of this mighty baler. Well, not this one, because this is the no-throw baler. If but when. You know, I know myself. That's, you know, that'll work. Know thyself, they say. Know thyself. Nope, I'm trying to get all that hay in one shot. That ain't gonna work. So, go this way, pick up those. Let's not get stuck. Get off. Get off. All good. Alright, back it up. Twine purchase. Well, you know what? I actually don't know the answer to that question. I mean, we've got Peru mods in here, so nobody knows the answer to that question. Who knows what his mods do? Half the time, I don't think he knows what his mods do. To be honest. Got me a bale. I caught it. I caught it. It's mine. Oh, I lost him. I'm going to name him George. Jeffrey. Jeffrey the bale. Go. Trust me, he knows. I don't think he does. I think he thinks he does. Oh, I got that piece, but I guess not. Alright. You seen the Discord channel on Tested Mods? I don't bother. I forget to go on my Discord half the time. That's all. I check my Discord usually after stream and before stream, and then randomly throughout the days. Sometimes I forget for a few days, and then I come back and I'm like, oh, wow, look at all these conversations. But with all the Discords that I have linked, it's like I can't, I'd spend all day just reading through all these Discords. Between the Black Sheep modding Discord that's for this map. And, come on, get out. Thank you. And the Derail Valley Discord, and the Fad Discord, and the Brew Discord, and the Wolfman Discord, and the, you know, let's see where we're going with that. Oh, look, don't worry about that. I was just saying sometimes that's why I disappear or seem to disappear. Oh, Fat has a new Discord. Well, that would explain why he's been so quiet on his current Discord. Ah, I see. I know nothing. I know nothing. It's safer that way. That's what I told Doc whenever she asked me for an opinion. I'm like, I know nothing. Safer. Okay, have I gotten almost all the hay? Okay, let's do one line up the middle here. I'll mention this so I have one more challenge then. Thanks. Get all these up here. Try and get this little piece over here. And then grab that up there. And then we will have gotten all the hay and we will have produced 30, looks like we're going to be about 38 bales maybe. 37. I think it's going to be 37 bales. Lift the pickup, turn off the baler, unload the baler. Boop. Thank you. Fold the baler. Yep, 38 bales. Tractor's so much louder than the Valtra. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, so now we've got that. Let's start with... Where's that bale? Right there. Got it. Return what? The tractor? Oh, look, there's the sheep mess. The sheep made such a mess that their mess left their stall. That's amazing. Silly sheeps. Okay. Let's pick up balers by hand. Yeah, pretty much. Let's return that. Go. I'm gonna... Oh, this is Seasons. I was like, I'm just gonna leave those bales there. I'm sure if I leave those bales there, Seasons is gonna be like, oh no, they rotted in the field because you left them in there. That's how it works. Because we're Seasons. Well, we're going to do it a little bit differently than we did last time. Last time we were all like trying to be all accurate with it, but here we're just going to toss them on because it's not like we have to go anywhere. We just need to, you know, move the 20 or 30 meters to wherever. Right. Good job. Good job. Whoop. Nope. Okay, put this one back on here like it's up. You snake in the grass. Snake in the hay. Stay. Seems legit to me. Snake in the hay. What? Oh, you snake in the hay. Get up there. All right. Seems totally legit. We're not going to have any... Got 38 of these blooming things. Well, 37 because I fed one to the sheep already. Do you think we can... No, let's not. It's like, do you think we can put it in with the sheep? And I'm like, no. That'd just be a recipe for sheep thieving of our hay. Little thieving little... woolly pilferers. Woo! Whee! Whee! Hey, you know, snake in the hay, it's pretty funny in my mind. What is the point of you not having it in there? Yeah, well, Yeah, but I don't want them to eat it all. I want to like meat it out to them, so I don't have a bunch of fat sheep. Nobody wants a fat sheep. We need all their energy to go to making wool, not making volume. Wool volume is fine, but not like sheepy volume. I already did. I gave him one. I don't need another one. Little woolly pirates. I go with woolly pirates. I know I wasn't going to do it exact, but hey, there's a great demand at barn. There we go. Great demand for what? What's at the barn that's in great demand? Why is the message not going off my screen is maybe the other question. Great demand at barn. You really want me to see what the great demand... All right, what is the great demand at barn? What is barns even... Barn even sell? Ah, great demand for... Manure. No. What the heck is that? Silage. Whatever. So you see it. Yeah, I know, right? Bonk. There we go. The amazing life of a farmer. The only thing is, if this was a real farm, you'd pick up 2 of these at once, not one at a time. Just saying. Watch them all fall. Nay, no cursing my trailer. No cursing my trailer with your demons. With your demons. Keep away from my trailer, demon. No halo juggling now. You gotta hug one while you're driving too. No. Son of a monkey. Go. It's not precarious at all with all those bales on there, is it? Oh. Yep. Back. You son of a gun. You. Get. There. Stay. Things fell off? No, nothing fell off. We're good. Oh, you. Quit rolling, hey. Quit rolling. All right. Who's making the demon hay? All right. That looks perfectly legit. Let's go. There's this great trailer mod. I don't know what you're talking about. I have got a trailer. It's all good. All good in the hood. There we go. Look at that. Woo. Woo. Yeah, this is the easy way to do it. Oh, come on now. Come on. What are you doing? Woo. Woo. Boink. Nope. Get. Yep. Nope. Get on. Get on. Get gone. Get off my trailer. Yep. God's sakes. There. Now let me out. Oh. All right. How am I gonna get... What has gone wrong here? Never mind. I see what I got going on. All right, you get off there. Get. Nope. Gotta go forward, then backward, and then reverse it around the corner. Look at that. Professional. Looking on the back, it looks like it's raining. It's trying to rain. Or somebody's shooting the side of my house. I don't know what the heck that was. Thunks and plunks and crashes and booms. And I'm like, what in the world? Probably dossing around out back getting stuff. That's what I'm figuring. She probably didn't have enough green beans, so she ran out back to grab green beans and then realized, oh, it's going to rain. So then she started putting stuff up. That's me guess. Whoa. Don't slam on the brakes. Bad plan. Boop. Bad plan. All right. Come on, man. Get on, man. We're almost done, guys. We almost got all the bales, guys. Then we will have food for the son of a monkey, the sheep. There. Not underneath, on top. Take this trip for the sheep. Why would I take them an entire trip? They don't deserve it. They got food, I think. Yeah, look, they got plenty of food. They need water, but they got plenty of food. All right. This guy. Stay. There we go. And this. There. All right, we're good. We got them all, I think. Quit playing back there on the trailer. Don't make me pull over. Squash chicken. Like a chicken tender, only not. Oi! Tail. Alright, let's get this funny farm taken care of. Get. Fine. Fine with that too. Get. Oh. No. Got it. Got it. Go. Get. Son of a monkey. Come here. Get in there. Get in there. Get. Oh, come on. Get in there. And finally. Oh, you snake in the hay. Get. All right. We're good. I don't care enough about closing that stuff. We're out. Like Batman or something. Make like a baby and head out. Oh, there's a plow in that. Did y'all know I had a plow in there? Because I didn't remember having a plow in there. Well, how about that? There. good, right? I got all the tractors turned off. You don't hear any tractor. I honestly can't hear any tractors in my headset, so I have no idea if I have tractors running. I don't think so. It sounds like it's all wind. I think it looks like all wind. I'm literally just reading the audio trails right now. It was so nice and quiet without the tractor. Yes. Okay. What do we got in? Oh, we gotta water the sheep. Sheep. Sheepy, 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 sheep, 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 sheep. Water the sheep. There we go. All done. All right. We've made it another day in the world of this farm, and how far are we from harvesting time? Canola. We probably have another day or so for the canola, maybe a little more. Then the canola will be ripe. We'll be able to harvest ourselves some cannoli. Cool. That works. Twitch gave you a tiger. Well, that's very nice of Twitch. That's quite a tiger, too. That is quite a tiger. All right. Tigers! Everywhere the tigers! I think we're good. I think we're in a good position for game savage. There we go. Game of savage. All right. Alrighty. All right. Thank you all very, very, very much for hanging out. Chickens seem to be getting at the food. Close. Oh, well, whatever. Chickens can eat the bras and the panties and whatever else is hanging on there, because I think that's all that's hanging on there for some weird reason. Don't know what. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Mountain Time is the old bus sim. We'll see what we can do about opening up the last area of bus sim, which apparently means Wolf can then tell me to do a particular route. Yeah, that's what I know about that. Sunday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. We will be in Derail Valley, working towards Hazmat, and then Monday we'll be back in Bus Sim again. That is assuming we don't finish Bus Sim, but even then, I think we'll be back Monday anyway in Bus Sim. That will be at 4 p.m. Thank you again for hanging out. Genji Benji, thank you for following. Battle Kitty, Dinkman, hey, Jaden, thank you all for following. Takeman and Hayden, thank you for hosting. Tearing Nuclear Power. It's going to take a while to get there. Let's have a little raid. Kojo is playing a Microsoft Flight Simulator. We talked about Flight Simulator earlier, so let us go and hang out with Kojo. And see how he's doing. He was having trouble landing last time. Looks like he's on a more powerful aircraft now. All right, let's start this raid, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.
Fine.